This is where my love of pretty things come in, y'all. Hello, this is Paula with Paula's Imperfect Plans. On my channel, I share my personal planning and budgeting dirties. I am the sole planner and budgeter in my 2-income household family of 5, and we live in the Midwest, and I'm in my 30s trying to get my life together. So what I have today, so excited to share this beautiful kit. Just got it out of the mailbox. It helps when I live very close to this. These are Life from Life in envelopes. Jennifer Bleacher, she lives in Ames, Iowa. I got a shipping notification yesterday and they're in my mailbox today. So that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it takes 2 days. I guess it probably depends on, I don't even know what it depends on, how fast they sort it, where they take it. But anyway, this is the beautiful artwork. Her patterns are always beautiful. But what I was really excited to get this time was a watercolor pattern that she and her husband designed together. He's the artist. So he did, this is something that they created as far as the pattern goes. So that made me excited. This is their August one, her August 1-2-3 kit. And I'll link all of her channel and her shops down there. She's just, I think it's so interesting to watch her do her budgeting, her shop, all of her things. But I'm actually not using it for August because I have a bunch of August already set up. So I'm using it for September. The back to school books and type of things definitely still fits in September. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. So this is exciting for folks who are in this camp that prefer a Monday start on their monthly calendar. It's not me, but she does give the separate options of those headers to put over top of this, if that was your thing, because I didn't even know that was a thing for people until I got into kind of the planning community here. I am 100% team Sunday start for a monthly, but absolutely a Monday start for a weekly. So that's where it's interesting. I like my weekend together at the end. And my, I like my weekend together at the end, and I like, to start off with Monday, because, lots of people are like, it's not the first day, Sunday's the first day of the week. I'm like, okay, Monday's the first day of my work week, though. So that's why I do it that way. This is September. I don't have a September header. I'll probably have to get one. But yeah, so if you've not checked out Jennifer's stuff, do it. It is worth it. It's quality. It's great. And I will say, so I bought from her before when I realized that she was a hop, skip, and a jump away from me as a fellow Iowan. In a town that I used to live in Des Moines, so I spent a lot of time driving by Ames. I have a lot of family that has gone to Iowa State University, which is in Ames. But yeah, there was a point in time where she had shared that she was, I know she was looking at a 2-week turnaround time. I ordered these we got paid Friday. When did I order them? I have it on my tracker that I bought them on Sunday. And they're in my mailbox on Friday, or they're in my mailbox on Friday. I got a shipping notification Thursday. So that has definitely, her turnaround time has decreased because she is up doing the things today. So excited. When I saw the shipping notification yesterday, I was excited because I was like, woohoo, that's a shorter turnaround time. And I was expecting 2 days because I think the first few orders I made from her, it took 2 days, right? Because from Ames, the Ames processes it. I'm assuming it went right to Waterloo. Maybe it goes to Des Moines from there. Maybe that's the difference. Anyway, so it goes to either Waterloo or Des Moines, and then they turn around and take it from Waterloo and bring it up to our smaller post office and comes out to me. So generally it takes 2 days. So I was pretty stoked to see your order is out for delivery today. And because I had a panic moment here because I'm using this in September. I don't need the 31st. I'll get a September monthly sticker, or I'll write it in there. I don't have great handwriting, but we'll get that taken care of. Guys, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. So today, my mama heart is all in some kind of tizzy. Guys, my kids were doing something they should not have been doing. I know that it's, oh my gosh, there was a whole thing, but it ended up that the result was that my 4-year-old's hair got caught on an attachment that we used to mix up calf feed. And that's not good. And at first, like, they brought her into me because that thing we've been using to mix up calf feed since we got calves at the end of May. So it's kind of just been floating around between the garage and our step, like, depending on where we're mixing up feed at. So it's around all the time. And it has not created any kind of an issue. But, of course, today it does. I'm still unclear. Well, I think I have an idea of how it happened. I pieced together what the 3 of them told me. And yeah, I was kind of able to piece something together of what I think happened, but I was not out there. My kids play outside by themselves all the time. Send them out. They've got a trampoline, and they've got a nice big yard, and they have trampoline, and then we've got like a play set with like swings and a slide and a rock wall, and they play on that. And yeah, just never an issue. And then today there is an issue. Okay, so this is gonna be my budget page, and this is like gonna be the cash envelope breakdown. So this is my 2 expense tracking pages. So I'll do this, will be the second budget of September. So anyway, they came in, they're like, this is stuck in her hair, and I was pretty proud of myself. I like to think that I stay calm in the moment. Like, I grabbed it quick, and I was going to twist it out of her hair, and it came out of her hair with her hair attached to the thing that was wrapped around her hair, and I'm like, oh no, like it cut her hair, right? No, it didn't cut her hair. It ripped it right out of her head. So she has a pretty significant bald spot. I was like, you know, we got her an ice pack, and I gave her a kid's ibuprofen, and you know, did all the things that were appropriate to do in that moment. And of course, right away, because this is what I do, like I took a Snapchat video of the hair once I had a hold of the mechanism and it wasn't pulling her hair anymore. I took just a real quick, like half a second snap to send to my husband. And right away he responds, is she okay? And then I sent a real quick snap of sorry, I had a kiddo come in and they're playing, my mom is here and they're playing in the sprinkler and with water balloons, and my youngest got a little water balloon filler thing for her birthday a couple weeks ago, and so I had to refill the water balloon filler with water. So I took the 1-second video, sent it to my husband. His response was a text, is she okay? And you know, by that point I had her sitting down in my lap, and you know, we were kind of okay. And I sent him a picture of the bald spot, and he calls right away, and he's like, what's up? You know, and we're talking about it, and he happened to be in the area. He was driving around doing some spraying of weeds and ditches for his job, and he was in the area, so he swung through to fill his water bottle in the sink and to give her a hug. And so everyone is fine. But she's got a big old bald spot in the back of her head that we're going to have a super fun time figuring out. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. It's terrifying. Terrifying. But anyway, so this is what I have. I'm so excited. The hard part about these kits, or what I'm finding, and it just depends on how often that you're paid. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 6 budget headers. So that would work well for how I do it for 3 pay periods, because I use 2 budget pages, right? Like the this budget page, and then I've been doing, well, okay, Paula, And then I've been doing like the cash envelope page or whatever, where I do all my notes, kind of how I was in my other book. That's the second thing I used for the budget header as I was planning this out. So I've got budget page and then kind of like my budget notes page, and then 2 expense tracking pages for this pay period. So then back to 2 and the 2 expense tracker. Okay, but so now what I have left is 1 expense tracker, because they come in 5 with 5 of them in a kit, just because they're a little bit bigger with this thing, and these come in 6. So I have 2 budgets left, but only 1 expense tracker. So I'm gonna have to figure out. I'll probably, so I'm like, okay, if I buy 1 more expense tracker and 1 more, you know, like how many more of each do I have to buy to get the right number so that they match? Okay, what's divisible by both 5 and 6? 30. All right. Anyway, sorry. But so that's my setup on there. That was my little bit tragic moment today of dealing with my kiddos. Like, everyone is fine. But we have a kid with a pretty significant bald patch that we're going to have to figure out going forward, which is a bummer, because this is my middle girl who has had long, beautiful, golden blonde hair, which is funny because my husband and I both have very dark hair. She has long, beautiful blonde hair to the middle of her back with a, you know, it's nice and thick with a gorgeous natural curl. Like, she just has like perfect hair. And she saw the bald spot and she goes, I don't really like that. I'm not laughing. It's not funny. If I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. I was like, well, baby, hair grows. Like, we'll be able to move your hair around and do what we need to do to cover it up. You know, when we go places, and then it will grow, right? So we'll all be okay. But that's my story for today. Story time when you come here. Paula's Imperfect Plans. Some days stories are just better than others. But anyway, so I would love it if you would go check out, first of all, Jennifer's shop, because her work is fantastic. And right now her turnaround time is very short. Please give this video a like on your way out. Feel free to leave a comment. And if you enjoy content that includes me trying to get my life together and apparently just keep children alive, then subscribe and come on back. Have a great day. Bye.